Right, easy. I've got my cube back. Good. I don't know where I use it, but I've got a lot of geometric shapes on me. Okay. I imagine I'm going to find some means of dealing with this in one of the other rooms. Nope. A little bit of lag there. Let's hand over my tetrahedron here. Have another tetrahedron. Alright, 3 chapters complete. 2 more to go. Slurp. Ooh, a spyglass. An optical device, excuse me. That plugs into something. It almost looks like pins for some kind of, like, computer. Like, it plugs into some kind of weird motherboard. Or it just jabs into someone's face. Well, that's got to go somewhere. Now, whatever it is, it ought to do something here, oughtn't it? Here we go. That goes into there, and the pins project light through it, or cause it to generate light. So this is a mirror puzzle. Well, do I have to get it to the center? Is that even possible? Yes, it is. Spooky. Into what looks like another dungeon. Green room. Tool room. I got another. It's full of pottery. Yeah, this is a gardening shed. Okay. You know, the guy has his gentlemanly pursuits. 3 discarded bricks. First things first, we will observe through the eyepiece and see that there is absolutely nothing of note in any direction. So our job is to follow the cabling. There are bits and pieces in here. There's another one of these to solve. There's another... Now that does look like a telephone. Tell me that's not a telephone. It's pointed in the wrong direction. You're just going to get your... Or are you playing something into a telephone? I guess that's why the sort of these... This is now a gramophone rather than an Edison cylinder. This plays it into the telephone. Okay, solved that mystery. You don't speak into it, you play something into it. Yeah, I know. You want me to do that. I want to do other things first. Energy. Well, I've got to power that up through there. But first things first, I'm going to figure out what the mystery side quest is, and I'm going to pick up a geometric shape from. Oh, okay. That... No, I want that. I know that's got to go somewhere. Or, actually, that's got to go on that. So you are taking stuff between rooms. I thought that had to go back to the altar in the previous room. Turning that over. And then it takes the cube. What's this in aid of? There's something else going on here. Oh, I can make... Ooh, that's weird. Slurp. Sloop. So... Oh, it transforms it. A metal object in various shapes. Now, I need a sphere. So if I put that in there, can I turn it back? Yes, I can. I can turn it into anything I want. I need a sphere. I think I do. Give me a sphere. Transmutation. Metal transmutation. This is proper alchemy here. Now what's going up here? something going on with that, but I don't know what it is. Alright, hang on. Before I do anything else, we're heading back. We're bringing stuff between rooms. I'm sorting out this. It seems almost like a side mission, what I'm doing now. Which room was I going to? I've probably gone into the wrong room. Yeah, this is the wrong room. I still need to open the other latch there. Wonder if I'll find what I need in here. But this sphere definitely goes up. I've got to turn the cube into a sphere. I've got to fit a square peg in a round hole. Or a cuboid peg in a spherical hole. Strictly speaking. But I guarantee you anything. Oh, yes. I love that. Pop-up books, my other favorite thing from my childhood that I don't do anymore. And we've got a cylinder player. Noises. It's like a distant jazz club. Okay. That didn't sound of anything. Is the needle connecting with the cylinder there? I don't think there is a needle. I didn't see one. Oh, no, I'm taking the blank wax cylinder. I can play it. I can play an empty thing. Alright. Once you're done, I want to have a look at that wax cylinder. Well. Now, I've got one cylinder player. And it's down here. But it's blank. Now, is this blank? It's not powered anyway. $17.95. Or does it go on here somehow? No. A blank wax cylinder. Where would I place that? Unless I don't want it out there. Let's have another quick peek inside, and maybe we'll find means to solve this interesting matter after the next chapter. I think I want to put a working wax cylinder, like, to replace it. Comes off and goes back on. I think I want to write something onto this cylinder. Now, I don't know how to write onto a cylinder. Sort of a reverse of a gramophone. Just that... No, this doesn't go anywhere on here. This needs to be powered somehow, and I don't know how to make... I've got to... I feel like you just need like a double A in there. That might be all the clues I have for now, because this seems to be being done in bits and pieces. I wonder if it's got something to do. I don't think it's got anything to do with the pyre level. I'm just going up the pyre. I've got the clock tower, and this is the gardening room, I suppose. I've got to write something to this cylinder. This is interactable, although I can't seem to affect it just yet. That is transmuting. That does not go on there, so I can't, like, write onto it with transmutation magic. This is a disc player, so I'm looking for a, oh, hold on. I almost missed that. August 7th. Yeah, I never saw a note from this person in the previous map, so I better double in the clock tower. August 7th, my fate rests in a terrible paradox. I have need to trap a soul of great brilliance, but for them to exhibit the brilliance I seek, they must surely also see the trap. The outcome is balanced on a razor's edge. They yearn for the source of the null just as I have. I can feel their longing. It must blind them to their fate. The Craftsman, I bet he was talking about the Craftsman. I don't think this is written by the Craftsman. The Keymaker, perhaps. Alright, I might... Whew, hang on. The latch is locking the dial in place. I bet I've got to write 1795, sorry, into this and somehow unlock that latch. That's the number that the other one wants. This is distracting me from what I believe I'm supposed to head over here. Something to do with agriculture. So, I'll hold on to the wax cylinder. I had a metal block for the last one. This time I got a wax cylinder I've got to somehow write audio to. Let's move through the gardens to... I mean, it's got a water mill attached to it. Or a water wheel. May not be... no, yeah, it's just a water wheel. Because it would be milling flour if it were a water mill. Now, they used water wheels for all sorts of applications in history. Sawmills used them. They used them in making paper back in the day. That sort of thing. So I don't know what this is being used for. And I guess something gardening related based on what I'm looking at. Oh, aligning more on the oscilloscope. If I match this properly. I forgot about the note there from the Craftsman. It's gonna take me through. I'll read that afterwards. I promise I'll read that afterwards. Doesn't give me an option to check that out, and I can't go back until I've solved this puzzle. But I will read that note. Okay, what the hell is this place? I entered this through some kind of gardenware. This looks a lot more... Well, that's a bellows and a forge. So tool shop of some description, or blacksmith site. We got plates on the ground. I mentioned I've got to rest something on there. There might be pressure plates. Alright, so we got a gear turning a sort of long shaft. That probably attaches... Well, that'll attach to this somehow and open this door. Doesn't look like it's attached to anything down there. I've got to run up the forge. I'm sure of it. Ooh. I've got a key here. That lifts this up and down. It only goes between two positions. I think I've got to move it around and rest it possibly on these pressure pads. Okay, small brass key. Let's look at this main section, and by the way, let's read the Craftsman's words before I forget. I'm just going to scroll down so I can read the whole thing. Here you arrive at the birthplace of my enterprise, and your final lesson. Final? There's at least another chapter after this, I'm sure. Here is when I began crafting my masterworks, and where you shall learn to do likewise. That which you seek is contained in the box on the table here. Accessing it will require the mastery of many tools. The first set of keys you will have to make yourself, but the final one is held ready for you. The Craftsman. Alright, so he's, the Craftsman. He works in a craft shop. This is his tool shop, making his works. There is a thing. A thing that is locked, and I bet this key oh no, the key does work in. And that gives me a metal rod with a handle on the end. I think that opens up the waterway so I can activate that. Diverting the water. I mean, I've seen more impressive water fluid physics, but, you know. What holds it against this game? Alright, that sets the water wheel turning and activates the main gears. Wouldn't that have been going anyway? That doesn't look like enough water to turn that wheel. I want to look at this main pyramid. I didn't mean to do all of that. Okay. Are these the keys you want me to make? These weird shapes, somehow. I've got a slot in here. I've got two rods and what looks like a sort of weird target. They accept something. Alright, I've got latches. Oh, what? Oh, I've got to swap these over. Ugh. Huh. Ha. Nope. I can't take that back. I think that's in the position. I've got to reset. Okay. There's an order to this. I'm going to set you in the center. You go there. You go to your position. You're in the right position. You then go to the center. No, this has got to happen with a free spot in the center. Oh, this is going to take a minute. Can I quickly... No. This is complex. Alright, how does this have to work? That will cross over. Oh, that wants to go there. They have specific positions they want to go. The outer ones want to go in the sort of... No, they want to go there. Shit. Okay, so... Hold on. No. No, there it is. Stumbled my way through this one. There's a logic to that, I'm sure of it, but each one of them sort of wants to go to their own positions. Ugh. I just felt like I was making stuff up. A metal casing. I don't know what that is. It's seamed over many, many times. I think I know what that metal rod wants me to do with it. But before I... It's scrolling back up. Any sign of anything to look at? There is symbology on these plates. Hang on a second. Yeah, they mean something. I'm fairly certain I want to rest... Oh, I just saw something. I just saw another thing. There's a lot going on in this one. You want to be there. There's also this slot, which looks like it does something. Okay. There we are. So, these pressure pads. Huh. I've got to do both of those at the same time, otherwise they release. I thought it would just be set. I'm assuming... No, wait. That resting it on this pressure pad will open the bottom. Now, hold on a minute. Aha! Okay, latch. That is a latch. See, what I do is I bring that back there and then close that over. Okay. This is a mechanic that has been explained to me. But I've also noticed these... I don't know if it's related to this. But these look like molds for odd keys. And I'm guessing those odd keys have to be forged in here with metal in order to solve these keys. Because I've seen those symbols. Those symbols are set on the key slots around there. This is convoluted. Okay. First of all, and open this doorway. That means opening that up and latching it. So that that will hold it in when I release the sandbag. The pressure pad. Yep, and that stays there. And then I can just rest this other direction, the other down. And the door will open. Still something looks like it's there. Alright, so I've got to light these three up. God, I haven't even looked at this bit yet. A leather case. Okay, that pin comes out. In it is kindling. I've got to light a fire, presumably the forge. But yeah, each of these keyways has a corresponding key that is attached based on the symbols I saw around the forge. So I've got to forge each one of these keys independently. Over here. That means I need molten metal. I need a lit forge. Keys will drop into the bucket. I need probably to pump these bellows. That will do nothing while the fire's not lit. We have an arm. An arm which has 3 symbols. I might come back to that. Let's have a look. I think... I don't know. It definitely looks like it's missing parts. Whatever it does, I think it'll open up the hand and allow me access to... yeah. To that. Whatever that is. But I need, I think, some bits and pieces to actually manipulate that. I've got kindling for a fire I've got to light. But I can't seem to figure it out now. At the moment, I'm just gonna head into this room and have a look around. Gears, pulley system, crankshaft. It's connected to 2 extra bands, which turn. So I've got to, in some way, turn something here that'll turn that. Oh, that is a. I'm hoping that's just rust on that sword, not blood. I was used to saw anybody's arm off, and that was replaced with a mechanical arm that you have over there. Somebody's got to turn all of this. We've got more gears. There is a chess piece that has recently been... that is a rook. Or a castle. There's another one here. Chess piece. So he manufactures chess pieces? And what does any of this got to do with this thing? That slots in somewhere, I'm sure of it. Okay. Let's look down here. I can't open this by hand. Up, across, there, down, across. Here, here, attaches to that. Whatever spins the wheel, I assume. That's just on the ground. Talisman and Co. Is that your craft shop, by the way, the Craftsman? You might be in charge of Talisman and Co. Move, somebody's got to go there. Here we are, we found a thing. Pull up the bolt. Alright. We got a rail over the top that passes through this. And what's that connected to? Ooh, okay. Now that the door's open, I suppose I could just... Yeah, I don't need to worry about it. It brings the thing back, but... Well, actually, it doesn't. I think it's still where it was. That's alright. I can bring the sandbag through here. And that will... I assume that'll be of value. I may have to lower it. I think I have to cut it open. More Talisman, Guildford, England, £25. Alright. What am I missing here? What do you want me to do? I don't do much tool making, so I can't intuit much of what this is sort of looking for. Let me just try lowering it. Give it a go. 1 second. Yeah, see, okay, based on this, it's missing some rods in the center here. That's actually giving you a... Ooh, look at that set of camshafts. This ain't got anything. What are these chess pieces for? I've just realized I've got a chess piece, and I don't know what I've got to use it for. Okay, that didn't do anything that time. Do you want these chess pieces around here somewhere? Do they slot in here? Yes, they do. One slot's in there. With the same symbol. Exactly the same. And I've got to get the other one out of that, lathe. I think it's a lathe. I've got to get this turning. Kindling, the only thing I can think to use the kindling on, I'm gonna shift, because I'm getting nowhere over there. Is, that opens up, okay. And that's a striking surface. Doing nothing. I thought it might light it somehow. Just go in here. Yeah, this turns and I've got to make a shape. Yep, I got that bit. Nope. I'd find another way to light that. And this side definitely opens, so I've got plenty more to do. This could be a long one. Yeesh. Where does that look like it slots into? A metal casing. A metal casing that does... that goes where? I can't move these by hand. How do I move them by not hand? Hold on. This has got to pop out a bit. See, it connects to one of these. So how do I maneuver these large metal poles? Yeah, I know, you can't move it by hand. I've got to... or maybe I've just got to bring that one forward. Somehow. These don't go there. Ah, ha 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 ha. There, they slot in there. That's what I was missing. Alright. That brings that up and turns the lower section using the power from the water wheel. That means something is moving that, and that is spinning the blade, and I think I popped the sand, and it also catches the blade under a gold bar that has been partly damaged by the blade. I would say that's gold. 5 ounces, 999.0. And it's got the symbol laid into the metal. It says metal, it might be brass. Be brass ingot. Okay, that is what I've got to smelt. Or melt down and turn into keys. Now, where does one insert a metal bar to be later smelted? In one of these. Hasten to mention, tool forging. Yeah, it's a coal forge, just not... I know. I gotta light it. I think... Okay. I think some kind of mold has to sit on the... on this. So I can place the bar in that. So I don't have it yet. Okay, I've got to find a circle and a diamond in order to activate the remainder of these. This is still working, and I still got to push something through here. So... I'm not done yet. Okay, I've got to start... Okay, so the top... If I can turn on the next section, I can bring it up and activate the top gears. That'll turn this one. And give me access, both I think to this door and to whatever I've got to do on that side. But... I can't open this by hand, I think. I need to do that. No more information on this bar. This shaft doesn't look like it's moving that fast. But spinning that... It only needs to impart a little bit of movement. They can be shifted up by gears. It just needs to be a high... a high torque rate. Or whatever. That... No, that can't be lit. I think I missed over here somehow. No, I was just thinking maybe I have to divert it back. I need the other chest piece. Still don't know what this is supposed to do. Mildly stumped now. I was thinking, I've just been sitting here sort of, like, tapping my chin. If that button does something, I'm gonna feel like a right moron. Ugh. I bet you that's what I've been missing. Hang on. Now, if I light up the bellows, I can bring the heat up. Oh, it's just gonna pop out, isn't it? Ugh, I've got a headache. Spent all that time, and it was a single button I was missing. Shunk. Gold bar goes in there. Okay, hold on. I need the top key here. See, what I'm noticing is that this symbol is attached to this side, and that is also attached to this key. So whatever, and to the other chest piece I need, the other rook. So whatever allows me to turn this and bring that down and open this latch comes with this second key or something like that. I don't know. What I need, I think, is this key. So, snake, arrow, two sort of crossed lines. That's what I want from here. Snake is already set. Arrow, 2 crossed lines. That, I think, is the top key. Let's pump up the heat. Oh, hang on. That's what you need to do. There we go. And that'll use the whole bar? Or do I have to recycle the keys? Hiss. This water jiggles when you click it. A key created in the forge. Awesome. Well, first of all, that goes in here. Oh dear. It needs a little extra bit. Shit. Yeah, no, I did think I was missing something down the bottom here. So something has to slide in there, the key handle. I'm hoping... Okay, you can remelt these down. Right, noted. Alright, I need an extra bit. I'm not done yet. Now I wonder... That doesn't look like it needs 3 pieces. It doesn't need more than 3 pieces. Let's try that. Hold on. What do we got? Because that's got the key unlocked. The keyhole, that is. 3 square... shape. I'll remember what it looks like. I'm mildly infuriated with myself at the moment. Three square that. Just pump it up. I'm coming this close to using a hint. But I refuse to. I refuse to be defeated. Okay. Ah, that's where it went. Oh my god. What? What's this doing? Is it doing anything, or do I have to somehow get both of them to... What's this on the bottom? That's the same. No, that's just the symbol of that. Ah! 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 All this is making me so very furious. I didn't notice that. Small mechanical disc. Ugh, things are happening now. God, this level is screwing me up. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I've just... Okay. I gotta swap them over somehow. Yeah, I hate these tile friggin' games. I'm bad at planning ahead. This is my sort of big, like, intellectual weakness. There we go. I just react. Yeah, I know what that does. Give me the thing. Goes in here. Does not fit in there. Let's activate the next thing. Come on. Slot me in correctly. I know I'm not really positioned in the right way. Takes that out and allows me to turn the top there. That will allow me to do another thing. Alright, I've got a gear. Well, there will become a gear if I can make it so. That one took it out of me. Nothing quite as good as, like, ruining your own self-confidence as a puzzle that utterly stumps you in a way that it just shouldn't. You think it would work here, but something's not right. Wondrous. Oh, I've got to sort of turn it. Usually I'd see a little knob there that you could shift with it, but this one you just had to turn the center thing, like you like, do a little pinchy movement. And I'll walk you over, dragging that, giving me a band that I can attach between here and here, and hopefully give me that friggin' chest piece. I've got that key back so I can forge a new one. That falls away, moving all that apart. Not entirely sure how that works. Give me that rook. This can't be further moved. Alright. And pop the rook in there. Gives me a shimmering surface with this symbol in the background that I've seen before. Representation of the background of the house. Bring up the chimney. Fiddle with things. And that does something. What are these things? Oh, okay, I've got to make a shape. But what shape? Ah, alright, I've got to fill that, so that goes there. This one should go like that, creating a filling in those shapes, giving me a means to turn it off. That has unlocked the next key. So they're going up. I thought they were going down. Okay. Well, I still need this bit, which I don't have. Okay, what happens if I do that? And then press this button? Nothing. Oh. Oh. Is that what happened? Yeah, no, that was what happened when I did that. It's difficult because there was no feedback on what that was actually doing. There needs to be at least a little bit of feedback. Otherwise, I don't know if I'm actually, like, accomplishing anything. Okay. This next bit should be easy. I need you in there. And I need to remember the layout of the key. The key is forked off a rod and 2 crossed lines. Got it. I'll remember it. So long as I can remember it, I don't need to describe it properly. Pump up the bellows. Doesn't feel like there's enough metal to make that much in the keys. But we'll ignore it for now. Key created in the forge. Yeah. Turns up and gives me more pyramid to look at. Okay, we got a gemstone. Alright, I've got to fit the gems in their respective locations. I think if I select that, it'll slot in. And open one part to active. That looks like the original. Oh no, that might just be another gem. It just, I thought it looked a bit like the original device they used to grab in the room. Was it the room 2, or did you also have to get it in the room 1? I think I can do that one. And finally, rotate like that. Rotate around. That. Give me the thing. Another gem. Which does what, by the way? Goes in here. And releases the final key slot. Okay. Snake, arrow, 2 crossed lines. You're getting melted down again, key. Let's set this. Snake, arrow, 2 cross lines. That was easy. I think maybe the game might know how frustrated you are at this point with this particular level. Or at least I am. I don't know why I didn't click that button. Key created in the forge. All recognized that one of them didn't have the bottom section. I just went from top to bottom. That was my problem. You go from bottom to top. Counterintuitive. So I really don't consider myself to be in the wrong on that one. The all-seeing eye at the top that I've got to enter. Okay. What? I think I've got to get the gems lined up here. That only moves the outer section. That moves these two. Let's try that. Okay, locked. And that only moves the outer section, so I can move it here. And line them all up. That's all I needed to do in there. Still got plenty to do around here. Alright, I got a notched rod. I've got a metal casing. Good. All that other stuff I can't interact with just yet. I know what to do with this. I think I've got another room to look in. That'll just open this door. Yep. There's still a bunch of other stuff I haven't done. So, I don't think I'm even close to completing this room yet. But we'll have a look in here, because I've definitely looked around that other room enough. A piece of wood. I think I can figure out what to do with that. Ew. Ooh. The handle broke off. Oh no. I should make another handle. This was attached to the machine, but it broke off. What about this one? It's a broken piece of wood. I doubt it'll be useful. Why is it there then? Probably also made by Talisman and Co. This machine. I think I've got to forge a new handle or construct a new handle. That. Before I forget not to look around this room with the eyepiece. Alright. My guess is that I take this piece of wood. I place it in the... One second, I'm going to double check I know what the machine is. I think this is a lathe. I think this is an old-timey lathe. I might be wrong on that. I'm not a woodworker. Let go on that. No, I think... Okay, it's too long to fit here, which is why I've still got a section to cut. To move this along. That goes in there. And that just slides away, apparently. Saw. Nab the piece of wood that is now cut to size. I didn't measure it. Don't worry. And I'm very expertly lathing this into shape. From a square into that, I mean, I would want a circular piece of wood to start with. Does it need to be quite an ornate handle? It also looks like that weak point where it broke at before is probably gonna... Oh, lathe piece of wood. Good. Okay. I was not 100% sure. I went on my phone to look up what a lathe was and how to spell the word lathe. I thought there might be a Y in there. There isn't. Don't try to spell it with a Y. Okay, chuck her in. And turn. Is this a printer? Yeah, I think that's a printer. Alright, now I need the rods for the metal hand in order to get the thing from the metal hand. Symbology. What were they? I didn't write it down because I forgot to get a spare piece of paper, and the current piece of paper I was using is now full. I gotta get a notebook, really, for these sorts of things. What were we at? Triangle. Box with a square and the two V's. Triangle with a line through. Right. Triangle with a line through. Box with a line through. Two V's. Very old symbology. I've seen that 1,000 times. No. Oh, jeez, I can barely see this. It's just about visible. Box with the line. That one. And the 2 Vs. Gives me the camshaft. This is a long recording. They'll have skipped through a lot of that part. I spent a long time trying to figure this out. Okay. Well, it's got to rotate. Alright, now I've got to figure out a position where it'll open the hand. Oh. Sometimes these just feel like they're just happening without me even trying. A strange key. Indeed, a strange key. Square symbol on the back. Suggesting... maybe it just plugs in one of these. One of this slot. Is it circular? Ah. Shit. I think it does fit in here, but I don't know where these go at all. I get it back. Oh, I've got to use it for all 3 of these. Okay. And then use the back end for that. And then I get my thing! My tetrahedron, gimme! Ugh. Thank you for the flashes. And now I've completed the workshop. Praise is due, you mastered the sinister machinery of the forge with aplomb. Let the splinters in your fingertips be a reminder of how far you've come. Yeah, from that piece of lathing, I bet I have got a few splinters in my bloody fingertips. Alright, continue game. That one was not my favourite. Not at all.